Hello and welcome to day 14 of the Body Positive February Challenge. Happy Valentine's Day and a very happy Galentine's Day to all of my female viewers. Um, Today's point of reflection is to describe my ideal relationship with my body. And that's a really cool question because, um, you know, I think I have it. And that's really cool to have achieved at this point. Um where I am right now, and I don't really know, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to imagine what more than this would feel like. And I don't know what that would entail. Um but right now I am comfortable with my body, which means I am comfortable going shopping. I love fashion. I really do. And I enjoy shopping. And before, just the thought of going and trying on clothes and getting the wrong size and being a different size than I thought that I would be was enough to really upset me. Um, and now it's not. It's annoying, if there's something that it's just not in your size, but that's I think everybody feels that way. And for me, I'm not quite plus size, but I'm definitely a large in all straight sizes. um and so sometimes that can be a little limiting in terms of the options, but I know how much more difficult it could be. So I'm not gonna try and complain about that because I'm, I'm in no way being disenfranchised. Um, I feel like most of my clothes look good on me, and that's cool. I have a lot of options to choose from. That's a pretty big deal. Not everybody does, and not a lot of people do. Um, I mean, I definitely can't go to a thrift shop and find a lot of clothes in my size because I still feel I am on the I'm on the bigger end of straight sized. And people don't believe me, but I am. I'm a size 10, 12 in US sizes, 14 or so UK. I don't know exactly what my measurements are. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? But I'm um not small. But I am actually okay, so I'm pretty short. I'm 5'3", but my self-perception is of myself as this very tough, majestic warrior. And the truth of the matter is that I'm not. But I think maybe thinking of myself as a majestic warrior is a good thing, even though I shouldn't be putting myself in situations where I'd have to go and use my strength because I don't have much of it. So I shouldn't be going and fighting bears and things like that. I'm just not gonna win, and that's another thing. I'm not good at fights, physical fights. I've never really been in a fight, actually. I've never been in a fight. Even with my sister, she refused to fight with me because I just start laughing. Nobody wants to fight with somebody who's laughing, right? So anyway, that's some ways in which I've failed. I don't know, but I look at myself and I'm comfortable and I see a complex human being who is, in a physical form. And that's cool. I no longer think of myself as just a collection of different pieces. I can see how it all adds up to me. That's a pretty big deal. I don't know that it sounds really obvious, but I think if you are so used to thinking of yourself as just bits and pieces that can be sort of changed and have no real sense of belonging to you, it's empowering to think of yourself in that way. And especially with me, I've always thought of a really big distinction between my physical and emotional, intellectual self. And I guess I still do to a large extent because the two have been always separate for me. But I think I'm learning how to merge the two and seeing how they're both me. That's interesting. I don't know. this describing my ideal relationship, it's like just building off of what I already have. Really, I think that that's what it is. And continuing to feel good about myself. That's like, it's a huge thing. I'm continuing to put my body into flattering and attractive presentations, whether that is through clothes or through exercising, or whether that's just taking the time to take care of my body. Like, I've had like a twist in my back for like, I don't know how, like a couple of weeks now, actually. It's just been like bothering me. I should probably go and like get a massage or something, right? Because like it's just like this little knot, and it bothers me, but I just haven't done anything about it. And like I should, like I should just I should make the trip outside and just do it. Those are small things. That's again back to self-care. And like, yesterday I was feeling really emotionally drained by everything that was happening on the news, and just trying to stay strong in response to it, and staying strong into people's reactions to it that I found to be quite hurtful and quite offensive. It takes a physical toll on you. And so I reached out to some friends, and they were all really lovely in helping me sort of like put it back into perspective, reminding me that like this is what I want to do. Like, being able to speak out about things is exactly in line with my goals for myself. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a backlash and a response to that as well. And if the majority of the response is positive, then I have to be able to, hold that to a higher sort of like sense of value than a couple of like trolls coming out of nowhere and just like kind of being ignorant. So being ignorant. Let's call a spade a spade. So the physical response to that is like just being really tired, just being exhausted. And the way that I felt better about myself, I painted my nails. Hey, I was kind of thinking of like a more wintry color. I was thinking like a charcoal or like a dark, deep red, like maroon. But then one of my friends was like, hey, like everything is kind of dreary enough in the winter. Why don't you do something bold? And I was like, you know what? Yes, I haven't painted my nails orange in a while. So orange it was. And then I started drawing, and I hadn't drawn in so long. And initially, like, I'm very critical of my work, of course, as every artist is. So I tried to draw a rose, and it was just like, just too abstract, too out of control. And I just kept going. I kept drawing the same rose over and over again. And it got better. And I was like, okay, I still got some talent in these guys. Actually, it's this hand because I'm right-handed. So that was nice. I love drawing with pen. I love shading with pen. It's just like, I just love it. So I did that, and it made me feel really relaxed. And then I talked to some friends. That was also cool. So that's the kind of relationship that I want with my body, to just take care of it, all of it, not just my limbs and things like that, but like my brain, my soul, everything else. It's very much connected, and I totally believe that the relationship that you have with your psychological sense of self takes a physical toll, and vice versa. So here's to treating ourselves right. And this is some coffee, so have some. Take care of yourself.